the same.
Start your engines.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You still got 30 seconds. Oh.
Stand up on your feet and say, love, love. I am love. Or keep your seat in the one love. Yeah. I am love. Yeah, love. I am love. I am love. Yeah, so much love. Anybody feel that peace down in your heart? Come on, say peace now. Peace. Sing it out now. God has been good to me. So, so good. God has been good to me. Every day, everywhere. God has been good to me. Yeah. Anybody thankful? Anybody thankful? Come on, sing. I'm thankful. Hey, hey. Come on, sing it, church. Come on, lift up your voice, put those hands together. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, look at somebody real quick and say, oh my. Oh my. You look amazing. You look powerful. You are intelligent. You are healthy, wealthy, and wise. I see God in you. I see greatness in you. I call you blessed. I see all kinds of good coming your way. Now high five 2 or 3 people, tell them you're glad to see them here today, First Unity Spiritual Campus. All right, all right, all right. Everybody who's joining us online around the world, we welcome you. Come on, congregation, let's welcome everybody who's live streaming. Thank you for being here. We honor you for being in this space. Hey, those of you who are online, stay connected with us. Hopefully you will type into the comments if you've been watching maybe for a long time. Maybe tell us where you're watching from. If you're watching for the first time, tell us where you're watching from. We'd love to connect with you in some way. Hey, I just got news just the other day that we have folks in Japan who are tuning in. We welcome Japan. In Nigeria, we welcome Nigeria. Brazil, we have Brazil with us. We still have some of the folks who are over in the Middle East who have been watching with us. Pakistan, isn't that awesome? It's fantastic. We're reaching people around the world, and it's a beautiful thing, and we want to say that you are welcome here today. If this is your first time here being with us, we're not going to come around and interview you. We're just going to let you know, though, that there is a welcome desk out in the lobby and at the end of the service. If you don't mind going out and just letting them know that you're here with us for the first time, we want to share a gift with you because it means a lot to us that you would spend some of your time. Somebody was telling me just the other day that Walmart's not giving a refund on time. Neither is Amazon, and you can't ship it back for free. So we thank you for spending that valuable thing called time with us here today. And we want you to know that you are welcome in this space. This is a place where you're not tolerated. You are celebrated. And there's a big difference. Here you belong. Here you belong. All right? I'm going to get out of the way and let Reverend Kerri Bell come tell us what's happening on the campus.
Good morning, family. Happy holidays, everyone. We are in the holiday season. I don't know about you guys, but I love Christmas time. I do all the festive things. John joins me on most of the festive things, so y'all are going to have to bear with us. It's going to be a happy holiday season these next few weeks. We have a lot planned for you. All right, Wednesday evening, we do have that meditation every week at 6 p.m. at the Asbury Arms Clubhouse. This week is facilitated by Emmanuel. And I do want to let everyone know we are not having meditation the week of Christmas or the week of New Year's. So the next 2 weeks we will have meditation, and then we'll come back in the new year. All right, I want to thank everyone from the bottom of my heart from this community for giving to our Angel Tree gift giving this year. Yes, you deserve a round of applause and so many hugs. I will hug every single one of you. We shopped for 75 children this year. The Operation PAR and South Pinellas Foster and Adoptive Association are the 2 organizations we took care of. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I am delivering the gifts this coming week. You have made a happy Christmas for so many children, so thank you so much. Yes. All right, our Oneness and Social Justice team, they are meeting this Thursday at 7 p.m., and this is going to be a very special meeting. They are revamping it. They're really bringing the spirit back. So they're looking for leaders, and I know there are leaders in our community. So if you feel called to making a difference with social justice, please check out the flyer in the lobby. There's an email for Carolyn Lane. She'll make sure you get the Zoom link, and that is Thursday at 7 p.m. All right, so our men's group, they're going to be having a social this month, right? I'm kind of jealous. So if you would like to be a part of the men's group Social Men, they're going to be having it Thursday, December 18th at the Hollander Hotel. Super cool place in downtown St. Pete, and that's at 6:30. So if you'd like to join them, there's more information in the lobby as well. All right, All Holy Night Candlelight Service. I know. This is our annual event. It's huge, guys. It's a beautiful celebration of Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Festivus, Solstice, and Christmas. There is music. There is lighting of the candles. There's dance performances. It's amazing, guys. So bring the whole family and make sure you're here. It is in this theater, and it's at 7 p.m. on Friday, December 19th. Let's see. Okay, December 21st. Is our Christmas sweater Sunday. You know what? Let's back up. I'm sorry. I'm messing up with Kathy. I forgot about next Sunday, guys. Next Sunday, are y'all ready? Is Christmas Pajama Sunday, December 14th. But let me clarify, for those of y'all who don't wear pajamas to bed, you can't come in here like that. We gotta be, all the vitals gotta be covered. So wear your pajamas, wear your Christmas pajamas, and bring your favorite cookies. Bring your cookies. We're going to have a hot cocoa bar in the lobby. Even if it's not cold outside, we're drinking hot cocoa, guys. So wear your jammies, bring your cookies, and come join us for some fun. All right, now back to the following Sunday. The following Sunday, the 21st, is going to be our Christmas sweater Sunday. Pray for us, guys. I hope it's cold outside. So wear your ugly sweaters, wear your festive sweaters, wear something that screams Christmas. And I'm going to be so happy if you do. And join us, because that is going to be our Christmas service. Just so everyone knows, we're not here on Christmas Day. So this is going to be our Christmas service. I know Iman has some really great things planned. So join us for that. And then last but not least is our Burning Bowl service. This is a big one as well. This is annual, guys. This is basically a service where you come in. John will kind of talk about how we cleanse and let go of stuff from 2025. You're going to get a sheet of paper when you come in, and you're going to write down what you want to let go of, what you just, it's not serving you, and you want to see it gone for 2026. And then ceremonial, we typically burn it in a fire pit. So that would be outside, obviously. But it's a beautiful service. It's just a really good way to cleanse and let go and bring in the new year strong. So we invite you to be a part of that. So lots going on, guys. I love you. I'll see you soon.
holidays, and like I like to say, happy holy days. That was the perfect song, I feel like, for what I wanted to bring today for some inner meditation to go within, to guide you. And as I was preparing for this, I was thinking that I feel so blessed that I get to guide people into meditation on a daily basis. But what's very special for me today is that these words that I've chosen, you already believe it. And that really is special for me. So I want to just, as I read these words, I invite you, when you're ready, to close your eyes and go within. I am divine. Say this with me out loud or in your head. I am divine. It's an affirmation, a reminder that the same power and presence that created the universe lives within each one of us. As we let go into ourselves within, awaken that truth inside. We are divine expressions of light, love, and peace. And I invite you to focus on your breath. Start to think about your breath, and with every breath say, I am love. I am joy. I am peace. So just thinking about that breath, going within. Nice deep inhales, noticing where the breath is in your body. Just notice where it is. Taking that time to connect your breath and your body. And then I invite you to bring the breath a little lower into the abdominal area, the lower part of your torso. Just take a little deeper breath, just nice and gentle. Inhaling and exhaling, and thinking about our bodies are our temple, and that we have this human experience of pleasure, simple, small pleasures. So I invite you to consider, what are the things that bring you joy being in your human body? Is it your favorite treats, favorite foods, smells? Maybe it's just the feeling of the wind, breeze on your skin. Maybe it's feeling the sand beneath your feet, connecting to Mother Earth, to nature, or the water flowing around your skin. Whatever it is, could be even creative expression, your favorite creative expression, moving in your body. Thinking about that breath here. Staying with that breath in the lower part of your body. Really connecting, feeling grounded. This temple that is sacred and that we get to experience so much joy. So I invite you to say in your mind, I am joy. Moving now to another area, to the heart center, the chest center of your body. Thinking about the breath here. Inhaling and exhaling, noticing the movement here in this part of your body, the subtlety of the rib cage expanding and contracting. Just notice that movement with the breath, staying with the breath, thinking about how we express love in our body, in our human beingness, with others, through forgiveness, compassion, through understanding, and love for ourselves too. Really focusing on that opening in the heart space of your body. Making that wider breath, really opening, maybe pulling your shoulder blades back and down so you just feel a little bit more open. And you can stand in love. Stand with your heart open in love. Taking those wide breaths here, really connecting your breath, your body, and your heart center. Maybe if it feels right to you to put your hand on your heart. Just noticing what that feels like. Wherever you are, whatever words come to your mind that help you connect to this beautiful aspect of our beingness, is to express love not only to others but to ourselves and to our divine nature. Just noticing what that feels like, the breath and your heart. And now moving the attention of the breath to the headspace in your body. And just thinking that using your imagination, there is an opening in the very center of your forehead, this third eye center. Just opening the energy, allowing it to expand beyond your skin-encapsulated ego, your body, and that we have this ability to connect with our higher self. This is not only where our intelligence sits, but it's also where our intuition is, where our inner guidance is, where our inner knowing, inner healing wisdom is all here in this space, in the head space of our body. And just noticing what that feels like to tap in here to your intuition and allow yourself to let go and really trust in that inner knowing, letting go any self-doubt, but fully embodied in your divine nature. Say, I am peace. And then staying with the breath, now bringing big, fuller breaths as you feel comfortable, but bigger breaths into your body, really opening the space, allowing that energy to flow throughout all three centers of your body. Just noticing what that feels like to connect, to go within, to trust in your inner divinity. Saying, I am divine. I am divine. I am divine. And then just slowly coming back to being present here in the room. Maybe noticing your feet, your hands, and that connection from the earth all the way to the higher realms. Thank you, everyone. Beautiful blessings on this holiday season.
Everybody receive a deep breath in. Thank you, Mari. Thank you, Mari. In a former life, the gentlemen that wrote this song here, we used to run in the same circles and do a lot of the same musical events. Mark Lowry and Buddy Green wrote this song, and I love it. It's, our theology is, well, it is what it is here. It's way across the board, but this song is just one of those beautiful songs that I enjoy hearing during the Christmas season, and I wanted to share my version of it with you.
Mary, did you know your baby boy would one day walk on water? Did you know your baby boy would save our sons and daughters? Did you know your baby boy has come to make you new? This child you've delivered would soon deliver you. Mary, did you know that your baby boy would give sight to the blind man? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would calm the storm with his hand? Did you know your baby boy has walked where angels trod? And when you kissed your little babe, you've kissed the face of God. Mary, did you know? Oh, Mary. Did you know the blind will see, the deaf will hear, the dead will live again? Oh, the lame will leap, the dumb will speak, the praises of the Lamb. Mary, did you know? Did you know your baby boy was Lord of all creation? Did you know your baby boy would one day lead the nations? Did you know your baby boy is heaven's perfect lamb? And this sleeping child you hold is the great Oh, Mary, did you know?
Happy Christmas. Happy holidays. Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Festivus for the rest of us. I am so excited today. And I have something to admit to you. I thought I was on top of the calendar. And I'm not, because Advent started on November the 30th. But because we weren't in December yet, John was not thinking, it's Advent. Had I been in a Christian church, Disclaimer, we're not. We're not anti-Christians. We're a mutt of a different cut. Had I been in a Christian church, they would have reminded me that it's Advent, so we'd get into the whole Advent season. And here's what's even more interesting. I actually had sat down with Advent back in November, the beginning of November, and had said, I want to feel something different about it, maybe that's coming up. And so I sat with the hope and the peace and the love and the joy and all of that. I sat with the weeks, Reverend Serena, remembering all of this because I grew up in the church. I grew up in the church of the fiery furnace. We were right down the street from the church of the chosen frozen. That's because we were Pentecostal. Ha! We had the fire and they did not, and so they were the chosen frozen. Anyway. And we didn't even do Advent in Pentecostal church. But later on, when I became, some of you may not know this, and they actually can't get rid of me, I am a priest. So I'm Father John. I just want y'all to know this, because I'm a part of a religious order after the lineage of St. Dominic, and it's a religious group called the Episcopal Charismatic Evangelical Convergence Movement. And that's a part of my journey in 31 years of being ordained, and the reason they can't get rid of me is because it's perpetual vows, and when you do perpetual vows, it doesn't matter, they can't kick you out, so they just have to put up with me. But that's where I learned more about Advent and some of the liturgy of Christianity and some of the liturgy of the church. And of course, in seminary, I learned some of that too, because I studied world religions and the history of church. And it leads me to, I was going to do a series called The Arrival of Awareness out of Advent, because Advent is about arrival and about a coming forth, something that's coming, or people who are waiting for something to come. And so since I missed it on November the 30th, you guys have to hang out longer. I hope you packed a lunch because I'm cramming 2 weeks into one. Joking, I'm going to summate the two, but I'm going to marry the two together. And today would be the day of peace, and last week would have been hope. And so I sat with both of those words, and I started to meditate on them. And here's what I got. I got possibility out of hope, or potential, either word. And I got coherence out of peace. Now, I've been using the word coherence quite a bit lately because we've been talking a lot about the merging of science and spirituality. And so you've been hearing the word coherence, but I want to go into it a little deeper today. And I want to look at possibility and coherence. Somebody say possibility. And coherence. So I want to welcome you to this Advent season. And I think I'm in with a group of people who would say today that we're not waiting for God to appear. We are just welcoming the rising from within that's already there, right? We're not waiting. We're not praying for Jesus to come back or for anything to happen in terms of heaven coming to earth as if it's off in the distance. Heaven is coming to earth through us because we are a generation of people who are recognizing our divine nature. And if you recognize your divine nature, you move in that potential and that potentiality and that possibility. Somebody say, I'm possible. See, the word impossible has in it, I'm possible. And so if you are a walking set of potential or powerful cells filled with energetic principle, divine nature, then all things are possible, makes sense to you. And the way that we cause it to make sense is to materialize it through actualizing it, not just saying we believe it, but activating it in our life. We're a group of people, I believe, who are doing that. And so this house is too awake to say we're waiting for God to appear. We're not waiting for a baby in a manger to rescue us. It's a beautiful story, yes. It is a beautiful story, and I like this story, and I just sang Mary, Did You Know? So there's a part of me that's nostalgic to it, but we understand that the job is already done, and that our only job really in this life is to wake up to the truth of who we are. It's about awareness, not arrival. It's about what is rising within us individually, not what we're waiting to rise on the outside. In New Thought, we have actually learned this over the years, that there's a different question we ask. Now, somebody said, what is New Thought? Well, now, real quick, I'll just explain to you how I see New Thought, and you may see it a little differently. So this is a caveat. I'm throwing this in for free. It won't be on the bill at the end.
I see unity worldwide in the unity movement. I see it as practical Christianity, and it is Christ-centric and Bible-centric. Is that fair enough? Unity worldwide was founded that way. Now, it doesn't mean that they don't spread the umbrella to other things, but ultimately it comes back to where Charles and Myrtle Fillmore metaphysically interpreted the Bible. And they came from a Christ-centric system, not a Jesus-centric system, but it was still in the presence of Jesus, or Jesus was the way shower, or is the way shower in the unity movement. So the unity movement is there in that realm, and it's a beautiful space. And they've been affirming for years, by the way, affirming people of all races, all colors, all creeds, all identities, all orientations. And that we celebrate and we're grateful for. Amen. So, and then you have, and it's not that it's that far away, it's just because I wanted to step over here with you guys. Then you have what's called Science of Mind, CSL, Centers for Spiritual Living. And Science of Mind really doesn't consider a brand at all. They look at all of them and they welcome them all. Not that Unity does not, but they've been very clearly, Ernest Holmes has really stepped out of the Bible-based mentality. He utilized some of it, but he really stepped into more broad, worldwide view, and that became Science of Mind. And it was really about the power of your thinking, your thoughts determine your life, okay? So that's how I see CSL. Okay, CSL is, but it's still a denomination and it's still a particular church organization. Both of them are. Now, I don't think they've organized the organic out of it, but there's still denominations. Now, here's how I see New Thought. New Thought is out here in a bigger umbrella and says both are really cool, and we utilize both of them, and at the same time, we don't identify as any particular label at all. Does that make sense to any of us? Now, some people will say you have to label things, but the only reason we label stuff is because of liabilities. That's why they label fruit in the produce department. Otherwise, you could just pick it off of a tree and go to eating it. But they have to label it in order to sell it. All right, okay, cool. In other words, it's actually free, but if you get it from the grocery store and after the processing that they did and the labeling that they did, because if you swipe the label, you find out what they've done to it before it got to you. They have to do that. It's called FDA. Although the FDA is, anyway, I'll stay away from that. That's not. Here's what I'm saying about New Thought is it really gives a big umbrella for all of us to really explore the beautiful dynamics of all that's possible. And we're seeing a shift in all things religious, science, and spirituality. Anybody else seeing that? Okay. Now, people can say that then you're just a rebel. And so where do you identify and how do you anchor? Well, see, I like the idea of anchoring to a degree, but that's only when you're in port. But ships weren't meant to anchor and stay anchored. They were meant to sail on the wide open seas. And that's what we're being invited to, is a higher way of seeing. So in New Thought, the question is, what is not what is coming into the world, but it's what's coming alive in me. Okay? It's not about what's happening out there. It's what is awakening in my consciousness. What is becoming real to me? What is stirring in the deep place where the Spirit whispers internally? Advent means arrival, so today we ask, not what's arriving out there, not what's arriving in Washington, D.C. Oh my God, if you're looking to that place to direct you, forget about it. We're not looking outside of us. We're saying what is arriving inside of us? What is right now for me, right in the middle of my life that actually is at the present moment? This is not the countdown to Christmas. This is the calibration to consciousness. I'm not counting, it's not 12 days of Christmas. It's how can I become more consciously aware of the truth that Jesus walked in, that the Buddha mind offers us? How can I be more available to the truth of who I really am? Today, I'm combining two movements of Advent. And it's the candle of hope, which I'm renaming possibility, because I'm a heretic and I have a badge to prove it. It says heretic right at the foot of a cross. So I'm saying it's possibility, and the candle of peace, which becomes coherence. So let's walk through both, okay? Somebody say okay? You good? Everybody good with that? You good with that? Because you never know what you're going to get here. Like, that's just one thing. I don't have like a stuck menu. That's why they don't hand you one when you come in, because you forget about it. It's always going to be moving. The goalpost moves. Traditionally, they call the candle hope. But here's what I got to thinking, Radiance, about hope. When I was thinking about the word hope, I like it, but I don't necessarily love it, and I'll tell you why. So the way I was raised, hope was always something or somewhere else. It was always wishful. Like saying, I am going to be healed. When? But, and let me say, I'm not being facetious, but what happened to I am that I am? See, so for me, hope is kind of wishing. It's a little wishful. It's a little off in the distance. It's a little passive, at least the way I was taught it. It's kind of like sending up a prayer to heaven and then it gets lost in the mailroom of the post office of heaven and you hope that you'll get a package by spring. That's kind of what hope is to me. It's getting lost in the Amazon truck or something. In New Thought, I'm calling the candle possibility because possibility is not a wish. Possibility is power. Can you hear that? It is power. Possibility, when I say all things are possible, that means I have been imbued with power. It's a tool. I don't have to wait for Amazon to show up. I don't need 2-day shipments. I don't have to pray a prayer and ask God, hoping that God's in a good mood today and will bless me. I make a declaration based on the power that has been given to me. Possibility. I feel a preacher in here today. No, seriously, I just had one of those that went down my right leg. It felt like, yay. Possibility is remembrance. It's remembering who you are. It's remembering the dynamic power that's within you. It is remembering that you're not a misstep or a mistake, that you are in the heart, mind of God, an idea that was spawned out of the very womb of Holy Spirit presence and birthed into this planet for this time right now. That power that you were birthed out of was put inside of you. That every cell in your being is vibrating with that powerful presence of creativity. Possibility is the voice of Spirit saying, you're not waiting on a miracle. You're the place where miracles take shape. You are the laboratory for the miracles. Within you is the place where it takes shape. Hope is saying, I wish something would change. Don't we all? Do you ever watch the news and go, I wish something would change? Or do you sing John Mayer's Waiting on the World to Change? I love John Mayer, but nah, bro, I'm not waiting on the world to change. I'm being the change. Can you hear that? I'm deciding to show up. I'm tired of waiting on the news, which should be called the olds, cueing me on how to live my life. I'm not going to outsource my inner world to an outer system. I love it. Dr. King said, shake the foundations of our nation until bright days of justice emerge. It's all being shook up right now. It's being shook up because it's pushing all of this to the top. It's helping us to wake up. The shake up is helping us to wake up so that we can rise up into the truth of who we are. So hope is saying, I wish something would change. I don't know why I do that voice when I go there. Hope is saying, it's possible. Side note, this will also not be on the bill. I remember being in a church in Oconee, Georgia, and you have to understand Oconee, Georgia was a population of 300 people, and 200 of them were in the nursing home. Nothing against nursing homes, but that just tells you it was a very small town. They didn't even have a caution light. I would caution you about going, but they did not have even a caution light. And this lady, Carolyn, she stood up one night and she said, I want to give a testimony. Well, the testimony in the old church days was, I had been tested by the devil, but I came through and God blessed me. Anybody ever been a part of a testimony service? All right. Some folks testify and some people test a lie. Anyway, and politicians test lies on us all the time. This lady stood up, though, and she said, I'm going to testify tonight, and I just want y'all to know, I know God can heal me. I know God can heal me, he just won't. And then she sat down, and that was her testimony. And then another man stood up, and he said, I just want y'all to know I've been praying for God to heal me, and I'm just not sure he's going to, so y'all just pray for me. That's hope. That's wish. That is, it's off in the future somewhere. Possibility is saying it's already happening and I choose to align with it now. That's the power that we all have. Somebody say, I have that power. See, there's a difference between hoping for something in the traditional sense and awakening to it. I am waking up to this as my reality. You can hope for a healed life, or you can awaken to the fact that healing intelligence is already in every cell in your body. Pat yourself on the chest and say, healing intelligence is in every cell of my body right now. Look at your neighbor and say, right now, healing intelligence is in every cell of your body right now. Now, this is something that we're waking up to, and this is why doctors and this is why scientists are getting a little wigged out about the changing of the electromagnetic field of the planet. Because the more people who wake up to this, the more people begin to broadcast a different broadcast. Because we are all broadcasters. The question is not whether we are broadcasting, what are we broadcasting? And see, because we're shifting our language to align with the truth of higher consciousness, we are literally changing the electromagnetic field of the planet. Mother Gaia is waking up to that, and she is supporting it and preparing. Mother Gaia is the earth. She is preparing us with all of the nutrition and the nurturing that is necessary. When the earth joins this consciousness movement, because it's just been waiting for us to wake up, we're going to shift this entire planet on its axis. We're changing the solar system because of what is happening on the inside of us. You are just that powerful. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, you are just that powerful. Now, there's a voice that comes up in our head and says, but yes, but if that's the case, then why this and why that and why the other? I understand that because doubt wants to step in and say, based on what you've experienced out here and maybe even experienced in this thing we call a temporary body, then what he's telling you is not true. But there's something happening in the frequency of your cells that you identify with this. That's why you keep coming back week after week, because for some reason you can't seem to step down to a lower theological belief system that puts you in a cell every time you step through the door. You know that there's something greater. You know there's an awakening happening. And so you are vibrating with a different broadcast. And this is why some people will say you're crazy. But there is nothing actually sane about being well adjusted to an insane world that says you have to see it to believe it. I'm saying believe it and then you'll see it. That's the power that you have within you. So you can hope for direction. You can hope, you can ask God for guidance, or you can let that guidance rise within you. I call it God's GPS. It's God's system that's already in you. It's the intelligence guidance system. Bob Proctor. Anybody heard of Bob Proctor? Years and years, Bob's been talking a lot of this for a long time. And I think he entered this from a different angle. I don't know a lot about his early on history, but one of the things that I heard him say, and I don't know if this was on What the Bleep or if it was on The Secret. It was one of those videos. He said this, and it rang out to me. And at first, I didn't like it because it was talking about money, and I was raised in a poverty mentality, not just an impoverished home. There's a difference. There's a difference in being what we call poor in terms of digits and being poor in mind. And Bob Proctor said this. He said, you were born rich. Now, when I say those words, what happens in your body? You don't have to say it out loud, but listen to what happens in your body. You were born rich. You just think you're poor. Now, when you hear that, there's something happens in us. If we were taught that that's just prosperity gospel, we start to reject it. Instead of realizing then instead of being angry at Elon Musk for the money he has, now I'm not talking about the way he got it, and then thinking there's not enough for me, you should realize that there's wealth and health on the inside of you. You were born rich, but you might think you're poor. Now, and it's not just about the digits in your bank account, it's about how you think about yourself. I have the ability, and am doing it currently, attracting large amounts of money into my life. Money loves me. Money can't wait to be in my pocket and in my account. Money is hunting me down. Currency is trying to get aligned with my current, and I am drawing it into me because everything that I will ever need to fulfill the vision that has been given to me to fulfill is going to be funded over and above what is needed, living in the overflow of abundance. I just had a prophetic word. That's old school. That's what we called it in the church. Psychic word for some. That a brother of mine sent me out of nowhere, just sent me, recorded it on his phone. And in the recording, he started to tell me what was happening. And he didn't know what was happening in my personal life. He didn't know what I was experiencing on the inside, but he started reading my mail. That's what we used to call it. Started reading my mail, and he followed it up with saying, there are chapters that are closing because you're getting ready to open a new book. And then he started naming people who are coming into my life, and he named somebody who's arriving with a briefcase because they're a negotiator and a financer. And he said, they are coming your way. Look for the man with the briefcase. And then he described someone else. I won't go into all of that because it's mine. But I am setting if I don't believe what he said, it'll never activate it because his words only have power in my life if I give them power. This is why every time a politician speaks, if you give them power, they will have power in your life. But if you don't, they won't. Because you are a part of a different economy. Somebody say, I was born rich. I am rich. And I'm going to be rich the rest of my life. Now somebody say, you sound like Reverend Ike. Thanks for the compliment. He was rich. He's still rich. Now, richness doesn't just have to do with your bank accounts, but why do we shy away from that stuff? Because you know what? It's the way we do exchange in our world right now. Why shouldn't you have plenty of money? What is wrong with that? What's wrong is if money has you. But if you have money, Jesus said, make friends of money. Money is friends with me. It loves me. Mr. John, money tries to find me. Because it knows what I'll do with it is good. And it knows I'm aligned with consciousness and higher principle. And that's a beautiful thing. So Bob Proctor said that. And that's not hope. That is possibility and potential, which means I can activate it in my life. Possibility is the truth that every outcome that aligns with your highest self already exists in the field of consciousness. And all I need to do is become entangled with it. I've told you this before, that it is taught even in neuroscience now and in quantum physics, that the healthy, wealthy, joyful, happy you already exists in the quantum field. And so does the broke, busted, and disgusted you. And the question is, which one do you want to be? And you can be either one in between. You can be in between. You can be on the far spectrum of this one, or you can be this one. I'm choosing to be entangled with and draw and attract into my life the one that is healthy, wealthy, wise, and living a joyful and a fulfilled life. All we have to do is activate the possibility and potential that's on the inside of us. Somebody say, I'm activating all of my possibility. Folks, we're not here to try to convince the universe to help us. Oh, dear God, please, Jesus, Tom Cruise, Oprah Winfrey, whoever's listening. That's not what we're here to do. We're not here to beg God or the universe for anything. The universe is ready to pour it out on us. We just have our umbrella up. Come on, somebody. It's an umbrella of doubt. It's blocking the flow. You're here to tune yourself to receiving what's already yours. I feel that in my shoes. When you pray from the place where the thing is already true. That's possibility. That's not hope or wishful thinking. That's possibility. Possibility is sitting at the table with the Spirit before the facts catch up. I'm going to say that one more time. That was a good line. I'm just waiting. Possibility is sitting at the table with Spirit before the facts catch up. I'm already here. Where you been? Facts catch up because I am already moving at the speed of light, luminosity, and illumination. Possibility is the ability to see with the inner eye when the outer eyes don't seem to cooperate. This is why the scripture talks about faith becomes sight. Faith not in God or faith, not faith in Jesus or any other entity. Faith, period. When Jesus said have faith, he didn't say have faith in me. The church preached that. He just said have faith because that moves you out of fear. And when you live in fear, you do some crazy stuff. But when you live in faith, you're aligned with consciousness principle and the universal principle. Possibility is faith waking up as your perception. You start to see through the lens of faith and not doubt. Faith is not hoping for what might be. Faith is perceiving what already is but may not be seen yet. So this first candle is inviting people like you and I to walk like we already have it, to talk like we already have it, to live like people who are not begging the world to open doors because I showed up here with keys. I want y'all to see this. I don't need an open door because I got keys already. I'm not begging for doors. I'm walking around with keys. Jesus didn't say I'll give you doors. Jesus said I'll give you the keys to the kingdom. So I don't need doors nobody else needs to open doors for me because I walk around with the keys of consciousness and higher principle. Look at somebody and just do like this, like you're jangling keys. I got the keys already. The key is within you. So here's the practice for this week. Walk around your life with creative expectancy instead of anxiety. Not pressure, not worry, not doubt. Not trying to force the river, it's already flowing. To me, a lot of the prayer that we've been praying is a lot like trying to force a river that's already flowing. And the river's like, just get in. You're standing beside the river, oh, river, please flow. Oh, and the river's going, dude, I'm flowing, bro, get in. That's what it's like to be. It's not just expectancy for expectancy's sake. It's not expectancy intention or tension intensity. It's relaxing back into trusting the seed knows what it's doing. And life knows what it's doing. And you live in the ultimate trust. All right, let's move on. Somebody say, come on, move on now. Here it is, coherence. Peace and coherence. Now, the second candle of Advent, it's peace. But peace is not the absence of conflict. Peace is the presence of coherence. When I say these words, I want you to see where it lands in your being today. God, the universe, source, whatever you call it. By the way, it's not offended by what you call it, because you couldn't name it if you sat around and tried the rest of your life. Because you can't confine what it is. It's too big. But God is your cohort. Pure presence is your cohort. It's not working against you. It is working with you. Somebody say, God is my cohort. My business partner, my life partner, my decision-making partner, the intelligence. I am in, this is where coherence comes from. Cohorts. I am co-creating with and in coherence with the divine. Peace is not the absence of conflict. Peace is the presence of coherence that has a greater volume than the conflict. I'm just turning the volume up on coherence. Coherence means the system is in harmony. In other words, the heart rhythm is smooth, the breath is steady, and the inner world is not battling itself. See, this is where coherence comes in, and this is why Paul spends time saying renew your mind. It's why Ernest Holmes had the movement called science of mind. Because really, I think when it's all said and done, and those of you who've studied science of mind maybe more than I have, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But at the end of the day, I really believe all that's being said with science of mind is this very thing. It's to get yourself beyond the battle on the inside between mind, heart, and body. It's so that you can have the trinity of your being walking in harmony together instead of adverse to each other. It was about training the mind to follow through with the edicts of the consciousness. And it was utilizing the power of the mind, because thoughts become words and they become actions, and that is what feeds your life. It is it's the blueprint of your life. So when the heart rhythm is smooth, when the breath is steady, and your inner world is at peace, you are in harmony, living in coherence. And there is what? Alignment. And when there's alignment, there's activation of the power. Peace does not mean everything outside is calm. If you're waiting for that, I don't want to say you're going to be waiting for the rest of your life, but see, I wasn't called to bring peace into the world. What? I was called to bring peace into my world, and when I'm more peaceful, the world's a little more peaceful. It's individual. When I hear people say, what I want is world peace, my response to that is always, then go within so you quit going without. So peace means that you no longer are outsourcing your inner experience to outer conditions. Peace is not when the world stops being chaotic. Peace is when you stop pretending the chaos is you. You stop identifying with the chaos. Somebody say, I'll no longer identify with the chaos. See, coherence, in my opinion, is when the nervous system remembers the soul. Can you feel that? When the nervous system remembers the soul that existed before the nervous system ever became a thing. Coherence happens when your life goes from static to signal, from noise to meaning, from scattered to centered. When the heart and the mind begin to move in the same direction, something powerful happens. You become a tuning fork in your environment. Your stillness begins to lead every room you come into. Imagine being so powerfully grounded in the truth of who you are that when you walk into a room, you literally change the climate. Not because you said something, not because you're a great performer. See, I want to go into places where they don't know what I do, and I don't even talk about what I do. But people walk away from it feeling something. They didn't even identify who it was that carried it, because I don't need the credit because I live on cash. But I don't need the credit. I just want that to be the experience of my life. Does that make sense to anybody? Like I've been saying to you before, my goal in this life is not to become a better minister in terms of talking and platforming and all that stuff and become more well-known. My goal in this life is that people will feel me more than they hear me. Then my essence will be that powerful. Because y'all, the other stuff can be really quickly in the ego, so quick. You know what I'm talking about? I want there to be an actual shift in the climate when I'm around. When you're coherent, you walk differently. You breathe differently. In fact, it is clear science that when you're in coherence, your breath is deeper and your cells are relaxed and your blood pressure is brought back to a baseline that is not just normal, but more healthy. When you're in coherence, you're literally shifting your biology toward higher health. You respond instead of react when you're in coherence. Your presence becomes a sanctuary for people who cross your path. And here's the beautiful truth. Peace is learned through the body, not the intellect. Peace is not learned through the intellect. It is learned through the body. I'll say it this way. The body is the doorway, the breath is the guide, the heart is the drum, but the soul is the conductor who's leading the song. So let me close with this. I think that's my first closing. If not, it's my second closing, but 20 years ago I had 6. You're lucky people. Bless your hearts. So here's really what I wanted to get to. Week 1 is possibility. Week 2 is coherence. Possibility is asking, what potential is waking up in me? Coherence is asking, can I become still enough to hear it? I'm going to go again on that one. Possibility is asking, what potential is waking up in me? But coherence is said, become still enough so that you can hear the answer. Possibility is the spark, but coherence is the steady flame. Possibility is the spark, but coherence is the flame. Possibility is the seed, but coherence is the soil in which the seed grows. Possibility names what is trying to unfold, but coherence creates the atmosphere for the growth. So in this Advent story, it's not a story of history, it's really a story of metaphysics. Meta, beyond, physics, beyond the physical. So it's the story of metaphysics. And here's where I wanted to circle it around to, because it is Advent, and I'm using the term Advent. Christ is not a baby in a manger. Christ is consciousness awakening in you. And it's not just a sign to Jesus of history. It's the Christ of mystery that has always been in the universe. Mary is not just a woman in Bethlehem. Mary is the receptive part of your soul that says yes to the possible and even yes to the impossible. Joseph is the steady part of you that protects what God is doing within you. And the star is not just cosmic GPS. The star is your intuition illuminating every step you take. And the manger is not in a barn. It's cute. I love the story. The manger is your mind when it becomes humble enough for a miracle to land within it. This is the arrival of awareness. This is the birth of Christ within the human spirit. This is the season where you step out of looking outward for your salvation, and you step into recognizing the sacred emergence that is already happening within you right now. So I'm going to ask you, if you would, take a moment and receive a deep breath in. Exhale slowly. Let those shoulders relax. Taylor Swift would say, shake it off. Let the shoulders relax. Let the spirit rise within you. This is 2 movements this week. Possibility, coherence. Possibility, coherence. Possibility is saying, I'm open to what is arriving. And coherence is saying, I'm becoming steady enough to receive it and to carry it. So I'm asking us this week to carry these 2 lights with us. Walk with creative expectancy, but rest in the sacred coherence, knowing that it's already a reality, and live as if Christ within you is awakening and expanding. And this is how I see hope and peace. And so it is. I love you, family. Peace. I am so grateful to be a part of this community. How many love being a part of a community where you belong? You don't have to fit in. Isn't that good? That's good. And we are honoring all of the beautiful faiths of this time in history and her story. Actually, her story is getting started, getting crunk up. So I'm very excited about that. And I'm thankful for every single one of you and your willingness to commit to this mission, this mandate, this message, this vision. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart that, we started out this year with saying that our theme was Thrive in 2025, and that's exactly what we're doing. As we get toward 2026, oh baby, 2026 is a year of growth. It's a year of getting settled and rooted into the truth of who we really are, and I'm excited. I'm in a process right now of asking. I'm having an inquiry to Presence. I'm asking for a theme for this year. Normally it would have come by now, but I don't know if I had 2-day shipping from Spirit, so I'll have to go check that out. But if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, we'll just know that it's the invisible that's going to show up in manifest form. But I'm going to move out of the way and ask Reverend Radiance Wise, who is a wonderful Board of Trustees member and also leads our real estate team and so many other, brings so much wisdom to this community. I'm going to ask her to come forward and share with you our generosity practice. I love you, Reverend.
What time is it? Is it afternoon right now? Good afternoon, everyone. Boy, how lucky are we? Look at this spiritual food that we get to consume every week, right? So a couple of weeks ago, we launched our Double Delight gift matching campaign, and I want to give an update about that. And this has been a First Unity tradition for some time. It started with Frank Lagatuda, and he would bring forth a gift, and then the community would match it, right? And it was their way of kind of balancing the budget for the year, that sort of thing, and growing our prosperity as a community. And this ministry has been around for over 100 years. Believe it or not, for people who are new, over 100 years. So we launched it a couple of weeks ago, right? A number of board members joined me in creating a seed fund. And then some of our sustaining partners, they also joined in, right? And so as of last week, we were up to over $21,000 for the seed fund to match gifts, which is pretty amazing, right? Yes. Well, since then, right, we got some amazing news that I want to share with you. And so I think you recall that last year, we lost one of our members, right, the beautiful Anna Stoner, and a fund was created in her honor, the Anna Stoner Memorial Fund, right? And she brought so much light and love and joy and energy to this community. She was so committed. Well, I am very excited to share that the Stoner family and that fund, they will be allocating over $35,000 to our gift match campaign. So I find it so fitting that the love and the joy that she shared with us will continue to fuel this ministry and multiply your gifts. So please, another round of applause. So what does that mean, right? So that means, well, I like even numbers, right? So I'm gonna just round up my gift a little bit, my gift within my commitment as a part of the seed. So now that brings us up to $57,500 to match gifts in this community. $57,500. And if we double that, what do we have? $115,000, right? So we have this great opportunity before us where we had initially set a target for $75,000, right? To match gifts for $75,000 through the end of the year. So now we have this increased fund, and we can match gifts to the tune of $57,500 to double the light to $115,000. That's significant, right? So why does this matter, right? First of all, we are propelling this 100-year ministry into the next 100 years. Right, we're taking this global movement of love that blesses billions every day, and we want to propagate that. We want to increase our outreach. And we've been listening to your feedback. And of course, while we love where we are in our current home, right, we've been hearing that you miss having fellowship together. You miss having our own facility. And this is something that we want to pursue next year. So for anybody that's bought a home, right, one of the things that you like to be able to show is a positive balance sheet. Right, you want to be able to show positive income. So what this does is this actually helps us to finish 2025 strong, right? And positions us for the things that we want to do as we grow this ministry in 2026. So now that we have this wonderful news that we can double the light to the tune of $115,000, we're encouraging you to consider your year end contribution, right? Tax deductible contribution, as an investment, a seed for this ministry. And we just talked about possibility and coherence, right? Where possibility is the seed. And now we have a seed of $57,500, and we get to grow, right? Coherence. So I ask that you consider that in your heart as you consider your giving through the end of the year, right? And of course, if we need to, we'll continue this campaign beyond the end of the year. But what a gift and what a blessing. We get to do this, right? We get to share of our time, talent, and treasure. We get to multiply these gifts, and we get to raise the vibration of this planet. And so with that, I'd like to encourage you to give today. And we have our ways of giving on the back of our program with the QR code. We have text to give, firstunity.org/give. We have CashApp. You can mail a check to our P.O. box. And so let's go ahead, and ushers, we'll go ahead and prepare for the collection. Thank you. take this moment in the service to bless these gifts. First, we ask for a blessing over every single volunteer in this community. They serve so lovingly every week, and we send you light and love. And if you can, please go ahead and place your hands in the direction of our ushers and these gifts that have been received. We also send it energetically to the gifts that have been received from our online community as well. We give thanks that we get to plant this seed of love. We get to shift the vibration of this planet together. We belong to each other. You are loved, you are celebrated, you are embraced. And we are so lucky to have each other in this movement. And so together, we see these gifts multiplying. We see every hand that is given to this ministry through their time, talent, and treasure blessed. Yes, we see you blessed. And so we see these gifts blessed, every member blessed, the next generation blessed. Can everybody say the word with me? Blessed. We see this movement of love blessing billions every day. Blessed. We see the outpicturing of our highest good, our highest potential unfolding right here and right now together as our community. And for these gifts we give thanks, and so it is. Amen, amen, amen.
Love is who I am.
Gratitude is my attitude. Abundance is my nature. And well-being is my birthright.
So go out and have the best day ever because you can.